Some cool owl sounds early in the morning. This is a Saturday morning. Got our first rain at 3:30 in the morning. And it's stopped now, but it's supposed to start up and rain most of the day. So I'm getting packed up and going early. So just thought I'd try to record some of that owl sound. Hopefully it came through. So back to packing up and hopefully be on the road by 6 a.m. A little bit of dark hiking for a little bit. All right, Saturday morning. Got started at about 6:15, 6:10, I think, this morning. And very far into the hike, just 3/4 of a mile. Couldn't get my damn headlamp to work right, kept going to dim, so I have to figure that out. But this beautiful stream, been hearing it for a while. Finally, I knew I'd come to it at some point. And there's no bridge, just kind of pick your way across these rocks and logs. So that's what I will do. Had a guy come through camp at about 5:30 this morning. Been hiking since 10:30 last night. He's trying to do the trail, and he started Amicalola Falls almost 100 miles ago on Tuesday. And he's trying to finish the trail in 100 days to raise money for polio. So if anybody's so inclined, his name is Owen. I think it's Owen for polio, but I'm sure if you Google Owen for polio Appalachian Trail, you'll find him. And I wish him luck. He sure looked tired. He still had 20 miles to go today. Cool low clouds in the mountains this morning. It's kind of neat. Sun getting ready to come up over the mountain back there. Awesome view of the clouds coming in. Feel like that's the show 100 with the kind of acid rain rolling in on you. Other than it's not acid rain. But it looks cool. With it blanketed and kind of moving slowly towards me, but I assume it'll dissipate as soon as that sun is up. All right, 2.3 miles in. Another kind of pretty view, but the important part is some blue skies up there. We were supposed to get rain at about 7 a.m., which is come and gone. So that's a great thing. Glad to hear that. I do want to share one thing I've been thinking about. Let me turn the camera around. All right, it's how fast you get from point A to point B. I've figured out, for me at least, there's three factors that will determine that. I'm just gonna show you back with the trail. At least you don't want to look at me, you can look at the view behind me. There's speed, you walk. There's safety. So how safe are you stepping through the rocks and the roots and the ups and the downs, which is almost always one of those, or a combination of. And your willingness to stop like I just did and take in some views, kind of smell the roses as you go. So I'm fine-tuning mine. I think I'm getting there where I'm combining speed, but not for the sake of getting there faster. But if I can go go 2 miles an hour versus 1.9, by the end of the day, it makes a difference when I get to camp. And if I can do that and still be safe as possible, there's a sweet spot. And stop and take in the views like I did yesterday. It was a 200-yard side trail to go see the view from Standing Indian Mountain, which was totally worth it. So that's my hiking speed strategy so far, and I'll continue to fine-tune it, I'm sure. We'll let you know if I do. Another awesome view. The clouds in the valleys. Little town off there somewhere. See, like a factory, something, smoke rising from it. But also I want to add a fourth item to hiking overall speed, and that's going to be comfort. Because when you're coming down, you can take an extra half step or extra long step or extra short step to land on a flat spot, or not on a bunch of small rocks, or land on a large rock that's flat or almost flat. And it's totally worth it. My feet were really sore last night at camp, and I used my little rawology ball on it, which I do it every day, and that helps. but I'd add comfort to the list. And when every step is on rocks, no matter where you put your foot, well then try to step on bigger rocks versus little rocks, flatter rocks versus curved rocks. Avoid angled rocks if you can. And if you need to check with your pole, make sure that the rock is solid. And speaking of poles, actually, I'm going to add that as a fifth item to pay attention to for ultimate distance. Primarily because they tie into safety, they tie into speed, they tie into comfort. But individually, I mean, they can really take a lot of the weight off your body going uphill. You can kind of propel yourself a bit. Going downhill, you can restrain yourself. So, and you can check rocks to see if they're loose, if they're fit. If you have a big drop down, you can put your pole down first and make sure you got a level, solid place to land. Lots of reasons poles are good to have as well. Kind of wondering if I got stuck on a loop somehow. This is identical to the dead forest, rhododendrons, I guess, I was hiking through yesterday. There's some people coming. Well, this morning I was wondering if I would walk into one of these clouds that were down in the valleys, and I have, except I'm climbing up Albert Mountain or Albert Peak. And I think there's an observatory up on top, which won't do much good today if that's the case, unless it's out of this, which would be kind of cool. I hope so. And I feel like I'm in a tropical rainforest. Clouds coming in, everything's wet. All the trees and leaves are droopy. But interesting looking trail right now. A little cave right there. Here's the trail. Well, after just climbing up those rocks, and that was a rock climb, they greet you with a bunch of damn stairs. I don't mind walking uphill. Climbing uphill is what's tiring. So here goes. Yeah, I swear I've been up 400 feet of just rock climbing. Steep steps and rocks, and the steps are out of rocks. And it just keeps going on. Oh, you can see the cloud going by. The guy that was in the video going up the first time was Owen. I think I mentioned him earlier. He's the one hiking for polio and trying to do the trail in 100 days, but he had mentioned a pain to me in his knee, and talking to a couple people on the phone, he thinks he may have torn a meniscus. Then he just shot up. I mean, I've already lost him. I said, you need help getting up? Hell, he could have helped me. He said, going up's not a problem, it's going down. So here we go. Well, I'm sure this would be a beautiful view if I could see it. And right behind me is this tower, which I'm not going to climb because clearly it's in the fog too. So there's no point. Otherwise, I'd give it a shot. Holy cow, I just came to a hard part of the trail. Can't wait to get to camp. 2 more miles. Oh, that was something. Beautiful though. One down, 21 more to go. I'm at the shelter I was going to stop at. But the long story, and I'll tell it here in a little bit. But this is the water source for that one. Beautiful stream. Comes down, and that's it. Okay, here in my tent at Rock Gap Shelter. It's 6:15. I'm exhausted. Sleep well tonight. It started raining a little while ago, but it stopped. So basically I helped Owen and ended up doing 17 miles today. So the good news is I only have 3.8 miles to meet Gail in the morning. So interesting day. Good day all in all. I'm glad I was able to help. And looking forward to getting home for a little bit of rest tomorrow.